We're here now at the Guild Beer Hall. We're right in downtown Pawtucket, minutes from Slater Mill, and we're here with Michelle. This is a fantastic space that you have here. Can you talk a little bit about everything that you have to offer here?
So the Guild started as a contract brewing company. So some of our partners will send their recipes down and we'll take over production to alleviate demand. But more recently, we've started expanding our pilot system. Okay. So we have a lot more of our recipes, our beers here.
Yeah, I've noticed that, yeah.
We are really trying to showcase those here in our beer hall.
Yeah, okay. And yeah, how many beers do you have on tap typically?
At the moment, we have, I believe, 16. And usually we'll have anywhere from 12 to 18, depending what we've got going on.
Yeah, all right. And you said you were a contract brew. Can you talk a little bit more about that and some of the people that you work with?
Yeah, so right now some of our partnerships include Night Shift out of Massachusetts, Devil's Purse, and Willie's Super Brew. Yep. So we just kind of take over some of the production for them. They send their recipes. Once we get the okay, we brew it, and we're lucky enough to have some of those on tap to offer to our customers here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll get to check out the Brew House. It's an amazing spot. It's one of the biggest American-made brew houses in the country, correct? With the way you brought everything in. Yeah, so hopefully we'll get to check that out. But you're brewing everything on site, you're canning everything. You're like a full one-stop shop. That's how you bring everyone in here. But this was, I don't want to say the last component, but one of the newer components, correct, was the beer hall itself when you started to welcome people in here, right?
Yeah, so our original tap room opened, I believe, 4 years ago in our brew house now. Yep. And then 2 Novembers ago, we just got so big, both in the brewing and the tasting room side, that they built out over here. We expanded and have much more room.
Yeah. No, I mean, we're going to take a little bit of like a walk around and check this out, but this is a huge space. You've got some food, you've got pretzels, and you know, what can people expect on a Friday night?
On a Friday night, we just have great bartenders who love to talk about our beers and really get to know our customers, as well as our snack menu and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And how busy is this spot? Like, I mean, it's quite popular.
Pretty busy, yeah. Last weekend, actually, with the bad weather, we were packed out inside, and it was incredible.
Yeah, but one thing that comes to mind is, so you're working with these renowned brewers, Night Shift and such, but with the in-house stuff that you're doing, I guess if that's the correct term, the guild brews, are those available outside of the brew house, or do you need to come here for those?
You have to come here. We do have some of them available at our Providence Beer Garden.
Okay.
So right at our trailer, we're lucky enough to be able to offer our own beers there.
Yeah.
And you'll soon be able to get them at our brew pub in Warren.
Yeah, but if you want to, you know, come experience where, I mean, it's probably not going to get any fresher than this. You're not going to get anything at this scale. And you, the master brewers that you have working here, like if you want their beer, you need to come to downtown Pawtucket, come check out this amazing beer hall. I mean, there's kegs that are moving around. There's people. This is not a Friday night. It would be much more packed on a Friday night. We had to come earlier in the day.
Just to make sure you got a table.
But there are already people like hanging out here. I mean, this is a spot to check out. So if you're into craft beer, if you're into just this whole aesthetic and being connected with like just local craft, you need to come to the Guild. So we're here now in the Guild's brew house. This is a giant brew house. It is probably one of the biggest in New England. Can you tell us a little bit more about what we're seeing here?
Yeah, absolutely. So right behind us are the 300 barrel tanks.
Yep.
We have 12 of this size, one 100 barrel and one 200 barrel, in addition to our pilot system, which contains 5 much smaller tanks.
Okay.
10 and 20 barrels in those.
And what are those smaller tanks for?
Those are used for our Guild Brewing Co. beers. So most of ours that we have on draft that come from us specifically there, those come off that pilot system.
Wow, and yeah, these are huge. I mean, yeah, this is incredible. I mean, the amount of beer that you're making here, when did you start brewing here?
The Guild started brewing in 2015,
Yep.
and we opened our first tap room right in this space here in 2017.
Okay, and it seems like it's just continuing to grow and grow, and yeah, people need to come and check this out. If they do come down here, what do they need to do to take one of these brewery tours and see the brew house and some of the packaging and everything like that?
Reach out to us if you know what day you're coming and it's something you're interested in. Shoot us a message on social media or through our email, info@theguildri.com, and we're happy to book a tour for you.
Cool. And this is just a cool spot. Like, you're not going to be able to find this. I mean, admittedly, I'm not as well versed on other breweries that, or at least of this size. So I know that you can check out some smaller craft brews, but you're opening the doors to this giant facility, and just offering tours, really trying to kind of share this craft with people. And then all of these pipes, like all of this system runs directly into your brew house,
Yes.
right? And then some of it can go over to your packaging facility that we'll try to check out too. But like, that is how fresh this beer is, that it's coming directly from here 100 feet.
Yeah, so when you're in the tap room and you see all those pipes up running the length of the bar,
Yep.
that actually sends the beer from the brew house to packaging.
And what is this room over here? It seems like some sort of science laboratory.
Pretty much. I don't know all the details, but this is where they test things like gravities, ABV, all of that. It's like a mad scientist lab in there, but...
Yeah, there's beakers and stuff, and yeah, that's beyond me too, but it's cool that you're able to come check this out on one of the brewery tours, how much they're just exposing. I mean, you're not giving away secrets, but how much you're just kind of opening up the doors
Kind of
to
see a little more of the process than
yeah.
what you might see normally.
Yeah, and even at some of the other brewery tours, where it's like, here's a tank and you can walk through, like you're inviting people in and sharing the experience of being a craft brewery. All right, so kind of continuing with the whole Guild complex that you have here, like campus that you have, on the other side of the courtyard from the brew house is your event space, where you're bringing in, or you're inviting people in for private events. Can you talk a little bit about what you offer here?
Yeah, so we have hosted weddings, birthday parties, graduation parties, bridal or baby showers. We've done networking and fundraiser events for different citywide commissions, the Chamber of Commerce, things like that. We've done fundraiser galas, dance performances, things like that.
Yep.
So we have a very versatile space and lucky to be able to use it in a ton of different ways.
Yeah, you can see the possibilities here. I mean, it's a little bit just, some chairs are set up as we're in between things, but it seems like it's a beautiful space. High ceilings here, exposed beams. It just looks beautiful. I mean, and then I'm sure that everything that you have going on right across the courtyard is available here with your high-end, top-notch beer and everything else. This is a great use of the space. All right, so we're back in the beer hall now. We're on your new stage, right? Can you talk about this?
Yeah, so we built this out this past September of 2020. And at the time, it was kind of a long-term goal and also allowed us to expand our seating capacities during all the restrictions and everything. But we are lucky enough to be able to bring back live music, and we'll put them right up here. They can play out over the crowd.
This is awesome. This is a great stage. It's overlooking the beautiful beer hall that you have here. Great view. I mean, I'm sure that the people that are on the other side of the room can see and hear this perfectly. Yeah. All right, so we are just in this beautiful room adjacent to the stage. Can you talk about what you have this here for?
Yeah, so along with the stage, we built out this green room. So further down the line, it could be used for larger acts, kind of in between sets, things like that. Yep. But also in the meantime, as a smaller kind of private function room. Yeah,
this is beautiful. Pawtucket, right up here. It's gorgeous. It's a really comfortable room, and yeah, I'd love to hang out here in between sets. So. People need to come in and check this out, and you're making some tasty stuff. People love it, Thanks, Michelle, for showing us a little bit about what's going on here at the Guild.
Absolutely, it was great to meet you guys.
Yeah.